The next trend we're going to look at is this: Instagram will remove likes. So they've recently been testing and tested in various countries, such as down south, the Republic of Ireland, and this may soon apply globally. And the logic that they have given is that um, you know likes determine a person's social value, and waiting for such validation is detrimental to a person's mental health. I think that's a fair enough point, especially among the younger generation. A lot of maybe depression and things are because of this notion of social validation. And it's also Instagram also want people to think about the value of posts for themselves, and not to be swayed by the general popularity of a post, based on like counts. But it's also meant to encourage users to post more often, given that they won't need to worry about how many likes their post gets. So it's not going to be a popularity contest anymore, which I think is a positive move for a social media channel to do. But there are some cynics out there, and some cynics have said it's a ploy to get more people to advertise in their platform because their ads will be able to measure um, these engagement metrics more so than these are organic pieces of content. Others have said it's a play to curb the power of influencers. Brands paying enormous sums of money to influencers to promote their products, and none of that money goes to Instagram whatsoever. And in actual fact, influencer marketing has become so popular that brands are actually moving away from this traditional marketing methods like advertising and solely using influencer marketing. I think you mentioned in one of the other webinars that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson can command around $1 million per Instagram post for endorsing. Maybe they want a slice of that, or I don't know. But that's what some cynics have been saying. And what it will do is turn influencer marketing upside down, because it makes those posts much more difficult to track and measure. And not having these vanity metrics, such as likes, will make it difficult to measure. There are also rumblings, and according to one of the technology magazines, TechCrunch, Facebook will follow Instagram's lead and remove reactions from their posts. And if they do that, will other platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn do the same? I think it would be a fair assumption to say that they definitely would consider it, as trends tend to roll out across other social media platforms, like Snapchat introduced stories, Facebook and Instagram followed suit, and possibly LinkedIn now too. So I think it's a fair assumption to say that. So if they do remove likes, what can your business do? Well, you need to find new ways to measure engagement. Look at other KPIs such as maybe reach, views, comments, number of shares, and so on. Or you may need to consider investing in social listening tools such as BuzzSumo or Brand24 or BrandWatch, which measure other metrics such as sentiment. And what sentiment measures is basically how people feel about your posts and your brand or your business on social media. It adds a bit of context to the number of mentions, to the number of comments, and to the number of shares, by measuring how positive or negative the words and the wordings and the phrases were on those mentions. You can also measure things like share of voice, and that's a measurement of the percentage of total mentions in an industry or in a number of group of competitors. So say, for example, you wanted to measure you against your main 5 or 10 competitors. So it tracks all the mentions online or on social media, and then divides that by the amount of mentions that you got and multiplies that by the 100, and then you get your social share of voice percentage. So if there's 100 mentions in a month between you and your competitors, and you get 10 mentions, you obviously have the social share of voice of 10%. So that could be a measurement to look at. And it's all about quality content, and this storytelling will become more and more important, really.